Hi, boys and girls. Today we have a story called The Bravest Fish by Matt Buckingham. Far below the waves, a little fish named Stanley lived with his school. They were the brightest, sparkliest fish of the deep, dark sea. That makes me think about the rainbow fish and how shiny and sparkly his scale was. One morning, Stanley woke up late. "Hello, it's me," he called to his friends. But the reef was strangely quiet. Suddenly, Stanley remembered that today was the day his school swam to cooler waters for the summer. Jumping jellyfish, he groaned. He hurried to the meeting point as fast as his fins could carry him. But no one was there. As he looked around, he saw a bright light. "Aha! They haven't gone far," he said, and he raced toward the glow. But it was only a lobster, counting coins. "Go away! Don't touch my treasure!" the lobster growled, snapping his claws. "I'm looking for my friends," said Stanley. "Fish," the lobster grumbled. "Those others were in such a hurry to find someone, they upset my coins." "Others?" asked Stanley. "My friends?" "Join them then," snarled the lobster, and Stanley sped off. Ahead of him, Stanley saw a shimmer. He could just make out a bright, sparkly fish. One of his friends? "Hello, it's me," he called, swimming faster. Clonk! Stanley crashed headfirst into something hard. "Jumping jellyfish," he cried. It wasn't one of his friends at all, but his own reflection in a shiny pearl. Stanley rubbed his bumped nose, feeling a little dazed. He didn't notice the dark shape coming up behind him. When he turned around, Stanley found himself staring straight into the mouth of a huge shark. "Ah!" Stanley shrieked. Over coral and under weeds, he sped with the shark snapping at his tail. Finally, Stanley saw a small hole in a rock below. He dived down inside, just missed being gobbled up. Deep within the cave, Stanley shivered and shook. He felt sad and lonely. He was beginning to think he'd never see his friends again. "Well, I can't stay here forever," he said at last. Stanley poked his head out of the cave to see if the shark had left. "Jumping jellyfish," he squealed. The sea was a golden orange, glowing and glittering. It was the most wonderful sight he had ever seen, because there, in front of him, were his friends. "Hello, it's me," he called. "Stanley," his friends cheered. "Where have you been? We've been looking all over for you." And Stanley told them his adventures as they swam off in one bright, sparkly, happy school. Who was the main character, boys and girls? You're right, it was Stanley. And where did the story take place? The setting was in the sea. Do you know another word for the sea? That's right, it's the ocean. We know that stories also have a problem and a solution. Who can tell us what the problem was in this story? Yeah, Stanley couldn't find his friends, but at the end of the story, when he poked his head out of the cave, what did he find? He found all his friends. This page made me think about when you got to see all your friends at our Zoom meeting last Friday. That was really fun, wasn't it, boys and girls? Well, we have another Zoom meeting coming up, so I'll see you all then.